Is it your mommy's first day of school? Yes, it is.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a huge day, and I honestly do not know how to feel right now. I feel just very like bittersweet and kind of like, oh my gosh, at the same time, because time is honestly just flying by so quickly. 2 years ago, around this exact time, I started my first college class literally ever. It's out there on my channel. You guys can go watch it. And it's just so crazy that here I am doing this video for the third time now. I just can't genuinely believe that I'm already a junior in college. It feels like I graduated high school like a few weeks ago. So it is just so crazy how like this is going by so quickly. And the weirdest part is I feel like I remember ending like my sophomore year very much less than a month ago. Like summer went by so quickly. And like here we are, like it is the first day of school, and it just feels so insane. Like I said, I am a junior in college, so this is my third year now. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually working to get a degree in criminal justice. I also want to bring this up to you guys as well because I have not spoken on this at all, and I just think it was so crazy. So about 4 to 5 days ago, I was on the phone with my advisor, and I was this close to changing my degree and changing all of my classes. Like even though school literally started on Monday, like I was probably going to have in-person classes, like online classes, like complete schedule switch, and like school was literally about to start in like 4 days. After talking to my advisor and a bunch of individuals who obviously have like the same kind of job that I'm looking for, I came to the decision that changing my degree really wasn't necessary, but I have found exactly what like career path I want in the future. And yeah, because of that, I'm like in a very good point right now. Like my criminal justice degree is going to help me out, but I am going to have to go back to school again for 2 years to get my master's degree in counseling. So that's kind of my career path for those of you who maybe are curious. I know I've gotten a lot of questions like, oh, like what do you plan to do and stuff like that, and I really didn't know. I feel like I'd say like, oh, it'd be cool to be like a probation officer, which it 100% would, but that is not something I can envision myself doing for the rest of my life. So that is kind of why, you know, I changed the course of everything, almost switched my degree, like talked to a lot of people, and now I have like a very, very strict plan of, you know, what's kind of going to happen in my life. I'm in the process of writing like a resume right now. I know I don't have a degree, but there are still some jobs that I can get out there that would be like considered experience for me once I do get my degree. So that's super cool. And I've talked to a lot of people who kind of like work in this field. So again, when I do have a degree, like I'm just on a great path. I have a lot of people that I can communicate with, so I for sure get to the point that I want to get to in life. So that feels good. And like it is crazy to say that I'm a junior in college and I just now figured out what I want to do. And I honestly wanted to bring that up because there are probably some girls right now who maybe are in high school and are about to graduate and they don't know what to do, or you just started your freshman year, or you're on your sophomore year. Honestly, you could be a senior in college and you don't know what's going on right now. And I just wanted to say that because it's really confusing and it really sucks, because at 17, 18 years old, no one should know what they want to do for the rest of their life. And most of the time people don't know, and you end up going to school and choosing a degree, and then maybe you change it, or maybe you drop out and then you go to a different school. Like so many things are going to happen, but eventually you will figure out what you want to do. And I am very much a living example of that. You know, I did choose criminal justice. I didn't know why I chose criminal justice, but now I know what I want to do, and I figured out that thankfully I've done the right things. So that was a good feeling. But just know that you're never stuck. I 100% was able to change my degree, and I still would have been able to get to point A to point B and finish what I needed to do. I just want all of you out there who maybe feel confused to know that you don't have to be so stressed out, because it will all work out. Like I applied for college when I was 17, I'm now 20, and I finally know what I'm doing. So if you're in school right now, it is okay to stress out. It is okay to not know what you're doing. And yeah, life will definitely figure itself out. That was my little tangent. I just wanted to give you guys some inspiration, because I've genuinely felt so stressed out for a long time, and I've kind of been going through it with my mental health a little bit, and I kind of didn't realize that, you know, the direction of my life was like a huge portion of that. I think I was just like so confused and lost of where my life was going to end up. So I kind of just felt like a failure all the time, because I had no idea what was coming for me. And I mean, I knew I was going to graduate college, but like it didn't even feel like an achievement, because I didn't know what it was. Like, wow, what is this degree for? I don't even know. I just definitely feel like a huge breath of fresh air, because even though it took me a long time, like, I finally figured it out, y'all. Obviously, to get to that point though, I still have 4 more years of school to do, and that's actually what we should be doing right now. I have had a little bit of a late start to the day, but I'm not worried about it literally at all, because the first week of college is honestly such a big waste of time. But let's head over to my beautiful, lovely desk that I built literally for college. Let's go over there. First things first is I have my beautiful computer right here, and I have all of my classes pulled up right in front of me, which feels so crazy. I'm not going to show my screen because it says like my teachers' names and stuff like that, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through and name the classes that I'm taking this semester. Every single semester of college has alternated for me, so like my first semester I did 6 classes, then the next one 5, and then I think it was 5 then 6. Like every year I either have 5 classes or 6 classes. And actually this entire year for both semesters I have 5, so I feel like this year is a little bit of a breath of fresh air because no extra classes, like I'm not overwhelmed in any way at all. I do unfortunately have one class where on Rate My Professor, everyone was literally saying the teacher is like so horrible, and I tried to get myself out of the class, but I couldn't. So what I'm going to end up doing is kind of just like starting, and within the first 2 weeks, if it's like awful terrible, I'm gonna drop it. So my first class is called Applied Psychology for Criminal Justice. That class is practically just explaining like where psychology is present in criminal justice, which I mean is in a lot of areas. I don't know, college is so weird. They have such specific classes for like no reason. And then I have Victimology, which is actually super fun because for once, like, we're looking at things from the side of victims, you know? Like typically you're talking about the person who does the crime. Like now we're looking at the other side of things, which I think is so cool. All right, big beefy girl, you can't be up here. My favorite class this year is literally called Current Topics in Serial Killers. This entire class is literally learning about serial killers, which like I shouldn't be getting excited about because like obviously serial killers are like disgusting and stuff like that, but it is very, very interesting, and I feel like a lot of people can't deny this, like analyzing like just everything they've done and stuff like that. I don't know, I just feel like it's actually like a fun class. Everything I've learned about has been pretty repetitive, but this is like a new one, and I already know a lot of things about the serial killers out there, so I don't know, I just feel like that one's gonna actually be like fun. It feels like a very much like elective class. Then I have Physical Geology, which, you know, the rocks and all that stuff. I had to pick another science class, and it was not gonna be anatomy. I already took biology, it was not going to be chemistry, so I went with geology because I had to. It's obviously about more than rocks, but that's like the first thing that it made me think of. And then my last class is Intro to Religion, which I actually think I'm going to find very interesting because I've kind of been a little in touch with my religion recently. I've been trying to learn more, and I did enjoy in like middle school learning about the different types of religion and stuff like that. So yeah, that is my school schedule for this semester. It's actually very interesting because I have like 2 very much criminal justice classes. The serial killer one is just like an extra fun one for me, and then we have a science and then like a humanity type class too. So it's a good variety of stuff. There for a while, every single one of my classes was criminal justice, like over and over and over again, and it was so repetitive. So I'm glad that we have a good variety this semester. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the schedule of assignments for every single class. This is the first thing I always do. And then I have a Notion page, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys really quickly. So this is what my Notion page looks like. Basically what I do, these are all my assignments and classes from the last semester. But what I basically do is I put the name of the assignment, the due date and the due time. I put what class it is in. And then over here, I also do like what type of assignment it is, kind of so you can see like the level of importance, like, oh, this is a quiz, but this is an exam. Another great thing about this is you can track your progress like very, very well. So here at the bottom, like you can put percent checked, percent unchecked, like you can literally see, oh, I'm 75% done with school. And that like really helps me and Josie. I introduced a lot of my friends to this because like, you know, when you're halfway, you know, when you're a quarter of the way done, like it really just helps like keep track of everything that you have going on. So many people have been asking me like, how do you set up a Notion page? Like I can't figure it out because it can be a little bit complicated at first. So what I'm going to go ahead and do for you guys is make an entirely separate video. It's going to upload at the same time as this one. I'll probably like just very much film my computer screen and then add some text on the screen, probably put some music over, and then go really in depth about, you know, how to set up your page. I also customize mine, obviously. Like you can see at the top, I have a black banner and then I have cute pictures and stuff. So I'll teach y'all how to do all of that. So that'll be a separate video. If you want a Notion page, go check that one out. So that about covers my introduction for this video. I know it was very lengthy, but we had a lot of different things to cover. I feel like I could literally edit this so far and clip it and then submit it for my introducing myself on these assignments, because pretty much explained everything to you guys that I could ever have to say about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my school schedule all set up, and then I will show you guys when I'm done, because we're gonna do a whole renovation to this, and it does take quite some time. This might take me literally an hour or two because it's a lot of work. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Like 2 hours and I feel like I'm literally banging my head against a wall right now. So I just went ahead and filmed like the creating Notion profile thing. What I actually did is one of my friends wanted me to make one for her, so I went ahead and did that. And something that's actually amazing is I only have 76 assignments this semester, and like, I don't know, like most of my classes, like this one right here literally has 9 assignments. The one that really got me is my introduction to religion class, literally has 31 assignments. So that is where most of my assignments are coming from. I'm hoping that the class is going to be pretty easy, but I feel knocked out after doing that. Kind of because I was just getting really angry. The past 2 hours for me has literally just been full of inconveniences. So it's like really, really unfortunate and upsetting. So looking at my little Notion page right here, it looks like in 2 days I have an introduction due, and then a few days after that I have an activity. Honestly, for my first week of school I don't have much to do. I think there's only 2 classes that I have to write a stupid introduction discussion board, so I am going to do that. But I think what I'm going to do right now is talk to my mom about, you know, what we could eat for dinner, because it's 5 o'clock and I'm just like so hungry and so exhausted. I've been sitting in the same spot all day long, so I need to move around and do something else for a second. And also, this video has been boring for you guys. We've literally been over there and then over here. Like there's not much volume going on, which sucks. We need to get active. Alright y'all, it is 8:54 at night right now, so I'm about to log off of this for the day because it has just been a lot. Like honestly, I've been on this all day long. I was spending a lot of time kind of just figuring out how my courses work. So today I actually only finished 2 assignments in total, but like for having 76 assignments, 2 is pretty good to get done, you know? Like that's pretty good. So I did do an introduction discussion board, and then I just did, it was called a survey, but it was a quiz, and it kind of freaked me out because I clicked on it and then there was like 15 minutes to complete it, and there was a short answer thing too, which I'm a huge overthinker, so it's kind of hard for me to, you know, write like a little paragraph in 15 minutes. But what I did go ahead and do is, you guys saw me writing some notes for my religion class, but I noticed that she didn't have presentations like available, so that's why I'm like really taking strict notes for this class, because sometimes like I'll refer back to the presentations like when I'm taking open note quizzes, obviously, but I don't have that. So what I went ahead and did with the quiz that I just took, if you can kind of see on my screen right here, I just wrote down all the answers on a Google Doc, and then I highlighted like definition stuff, obviously, so I can obviously use this as a study guide. Like if there's a quiz on it, it'll probably be on an exam, it'll probably be on a test, so that's kind of what I did. I watched two really long lectures for that class too. One was like 22 minutes, another one was like 45. I hate lectures, they're so annoying. Like if I was in person, of course I have to listen to it because it's happening in front of me, but like with my own free will while I'm at home, listening to them is so frustrating. But I did already have to email a teacher on the first day because I tried to do something and it wasn't working. So day one and I'm already being annoying by emailing everyone. I am a huge emailer. But that is kind of it for my first day of my junior year in college. I know it really was nothing special, but I honestly have like the hang of things by now, so it's not very complex for me. I feel like back then I was like, oh my gosh, I can't figure this out, and I'd print my syllabuses and all that stuff, but it's been so long that like all that stuff is like honestly just not necessary for me at this point. So I kind of just go on, make a list of all my assignments, and I start doing them on day one. So that's pretty much what we did today. So sorry if this video was not as entertaining as you guys were expecting it to be. You know, in my head I thought it'd be aesthetic too, but it's just been a lot of me speaking about school. But I still hope that you guys enjoyed it because I'm a school lover. I know some of you guys are school lovers, some of you guys hate school. Maybe you're living through me right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!